Okay, guys, so I talked to another pregnancy center, and I probably will have one more video today over there behind the scenes, and then I've got other stuff to deal with, so I'm moving forward with a few other things. And then later I will probably have more videos about stuff. And so this pregnancy center, they a couple things. They offer food pantries. They have a whole resource list of churches around them and the churches that offer divorce care, marriage help. And this is what I was looking for, and I'm very happy to have talked to this lady today. Thanked her so much for her time. They have food pantries. They have everything you can think of to help women. If a woman was raped, they will refer her with help with costs depending on the situation too. So that does matter. But they have a whole resource guide to help women, which is great. So it's there for the taking. It's there. And the big message I got to help girls is you can say no. You can absolutely say no. And she said when she counsels girls, a lot of times it's not the pregnancy that is the problem, it's the behavior, it's the heart matter, right? It's, you can say no. And a lot of girls will look at her like she has six heads and be like, what do you mean I can say no? What do you mean that is okay that I actually say no? So that is a big message, and I want to dive into that more in future channels. I think one thing I like too is this center is being very wise with their post-abortive care class. A lot of women have had abortions, but they're like, why would I want to dig that up? Like, she had a woman who had had 4 abortions say, why would I want to dig that up? Why would I? And the truth is, why would you? Why would women want to dig this up, put out their dirty laundry, so to say? It's not your dirty laundry, first of all. It's not yours. It's the Planned Parenthood and the doctors and stuff who are doing this stuff. It's their dirty laundry, so put it out there. So, why would you? I mean, obviously, it surfacely, it's like, yeah, why would anyone want to have the courage and the ability to go through a healing process? It takes a lot of work. It will change your life forever. But the truth is, once you come out of it and once you heal, there's nothing like healing and feeling whole and good again. So you got to get through it. I mean, why would you want to live with shame and guilt? Why would you want to live with all the symptoms of post-abortive? You don't want to live with that. So they have a unique post-abortive care program, which I really like a lot. And it's not a Bible study, so you're not going to see go look at fifteen verses, because they won't do it. They won't. They're not a Christian. Their pregnancy center is not geared toward Christian women. So they're not going to go do their homework. It's not going to be like, look up these 15 verses, right? So they really have laid down their life and really thought about, first of all, it's hard enough to get women in post-abortive care because the denial is so deep. And so 8 weeks is too much usually for a woman to commit to. And I found that surprising because I've been in 2 studies which were about 12 weeks. So they're trying to get a one day, commitment, maybe a Friday, maybe if they're lucky, a Saturday, and then do one-on-one with Zoom. So they want follow up. I think that's great. I think that honestly, more follow up needs to be done, more care. They do have a curriculum from a licensed mental health person, and that is after looking at a lot of curriculums, and it's because it's such a serious issue. So what they do is they go through the class, and it's mostly about grief and loss, but a lot of hope. And they said what happens usually is they will talk to women, and women will be, the questions will come up, does God forgive me? Am I a murderer? Is my baby in heaven? So they will have these questions pop up, and that gives them an open gateway to point women to God and to point them to Scripture. If they're in a church setting, for them, that is more of the Bible study, the more in depth. They have ladies' Bible studies, which I think are great. I think these should be in churches with miscarriage and abortion, or just, separate, because they are separate issues. And the abortion, to get in there more with Scripture, and I think that should be long term. I think ladies' Bible studies should be very long term, with a lot of follow up, because you are dealing with a lot of stuff along the way. So, and you need Scripture to help you be free, to be set free, and to heal. So, but in the meantime, when you're dealing with girls who are not Christians and they don't really want to deal with this, they are even meeting, like having open house, but not at their center, but like at a restaurant, and saying, let's do dinner together and let's talk about what we have. And I think that's really good too. I think it's great to, have these things. And so they have Bright Course to help women with like 300 videos if they choose to parent. They also have, which I've never heard of before, and I will be talking about this more on Behind the Scenes. They have support for birth moms who chose to be heroes and give up their babies so that somebody else could raise their children. And I did watch a movie. I forget about this. I forgot what this was. I think it was Kurt Cameron who gave voice to the birth mothers, the mothers who have made the ultimate sacrifice, so to say, right? And not being able to raise their children and having to give their babies up whether they wanted to or not. So they give much support, ongoing group for that too. So these are the amazing things pregnancy centers do, and you can say no. I like that a lot, that you can say no. So I will be talking about that more. I think there should be a curriculum about that, because girls don't know that they can say no. They are brought up with their other girlfriends. It's cool to have sex or whatever. And like she said, the other side of the responsibility and the consequences are not talked about with sex. So join me over behind the scenes, and I'll be talking about this and wrapping this up for now. Okay, thanks for joining me, ladies. Any ideas, anything you have to want to talk about and help women more, just put it below.